Hey, hey, hey. Hi, everyone. Good morning. It's Saturday morning. And I am coming to you naked, face naked. But we will soon get this all adjusted. And I'm getting a little bit of natural light, so I'm sorry I'm a little washed out and I can't figure out how to adjust that. But we'll just work through that. And hopefully, gosh, I just always get so nervous going on live. I don't know. Oh, there, Kate. We're going to be fading in and out here with light. All right, so just bear with me here. Okay, so woohoo! Show me some love, guys, because I'm really nervous doing all these lives. It gets a little crazy and hectic. So your love and support is always really helpful. So I cannot guarantee you how long this video is going to be, but I just kind of wanted to show you what I do on a daily basis with this makeup. It's super easy, and I just feel like I get a great look. I'm not saying that I look great or anything like that, but I'm just saying for what I have to work with, I feel like this is doing great things to my face. And if you go back and you look at some previous videos that I've done, I've been really nervous to do any kind of video Saturday mornings because usually my face looks extremely puffy. And especially yesterday I ate out, and whenever I eat out, that even does detrimental things to my face, just with my bags and everything else. So anyway, I am seeing some nice improvements with our facial oil that we have. Actually, there's a couple. There's one that's a little bit more expensive. It's the Palmifero oil. Just can do some amazing things to your skin, and it's manufactured right here in Iowa, and we were able to contract with the farmer or the chemist that actually produces that oil. And you can go to palmiferooil.com and you can read a little bit more about their story. And I did post a video on my feed too, so you can go back and look at that as well. And I encourage you to do that. And then the other face oil that I use is our Must Do, and it's just a moisturizer enhancer, 100% natural. Smells like the Stress Fix oil from Aveda, and you just put it on your face, and it's also, it has anti-inflammatory properties in it, so I really feel like it has been helping with my inflammation. All right, so let's get started here. First, I'm going to do something really scary looking, but I'm just using one of our foundation palettes. This is one of our lightest colors, and it is, let me double check on the color. It's either the porcelain or the ivory. I'm pretty sure it's the porcelain. So I just took a little teeny tiny little scrape out of the pan, and I'm going to kind of just dab it on like I would maybe like a cover up kind of thing. But this is how I do my Lazy Girl highlight. You can see that, oh gosh, this lighting. Oh shoot. Anyway, the pigmentation is so crazy. So just a little goes a long way, and it looks really, really ridiculous. But literally, if I just went down here, you can totally see how it's covering. So I'm just going to leave that there for a second. And then I'm going to take our color Shinto. And seriously, I am so hard to color match because you can see how yellow my face is, but then my neck is like pure white. So if I kind of mix these colors together, you can kind of see the difference. Hi, guys. And again, I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm going to be doing my whole face, so you can pop in and out. I don't expect you to stay on here, or you can even catch the replay. But so I'm just taking another piece, and I'm just going to dab it. And I'm going to put some more up here, a little bit more up there. I might need just a little bit more. And I'm just scraping just a little tiny bit here from my pan. And some people, you know, when they've got their own, and I'm trying to keep these as sanitary as I can, because someday I'm going to actually do a open house. I'm waiting to get some darker colors because I have kind of all the lighter ones, and everything is on back order right now, so I'm not in a big rush to order them all. So then I'm just going to take a fluffy brush, and this isn't anything fancy. It's something that I have had for years and years and years and years. And I'm just going to swirl and fluff and it's just going to blend everything out. Oh gosh, this lighting. So sorry guys. You can't even see what I'm doing. All right. So it really takes all the scary away and all that redness that I had in my cheeks. And this is just going to give me a nice sheer coverage. Now you can apply this with a sponge to get a heavier coverage if you want. But when I put the face oil on, it just gives me a nice healthy glow. And you know, some people like a little bit heavier foundation, but you know, if you work in a professional environment and you know, you just kind of want your face to look finished, you don't necessarily need it to look like you're trying to be glam girl. Because when that happens, people give you looks, let me tell you. They give you looks. So I'm just going to add just a little bit more on my cheeks to cover up just a little bit more of that hyperpigmentation that I have. Okay. So this foundation formula is super easy to work with. And it just sits on top of the surface of the skin, does not absorb into the skin. And because of that reason, many different skin types can wear this foundation without having breakout issues. So it's good for dry skin, which is me, and it's also good for oily skin because it's not going to create any additional inflammation in the skin or bacteria into the skin. Okay, so the next thing that I would do, and there's really no right or wrong way to do this, guys. So I really do like our, it's in our blush line, but some people actually do use it as a highlighter. I'm trying to see if it'll focus. So you can see the shimmer. Oh, darn it. I thought facing this direction would be good for natural light, but it's actually giving me too much light. So this you can use as just a natural blush if you want to. It does have quite a bit of shimmer in it, which I happen to like that, but it might be too much for some. But I kind of start with, thank you, I just start with a little bit of this first. And then just depending on what I'm doing for the day, I might just go like this, okay? But if I want to add a little bit more color, I'll just put a little bit more color on my cheeks. And this is blush number 1 in the catalog. It probably has a name to it, but I don't have it memorized. Okay. And then, so I'm just doing that on the apples of my cheeks. But when I use that shimmer first, then this kind of just blends out a little bit easier. And Bobby Brown says to use downward strokes when you're applying your blush. Okay, so there's that. All right, and then I'm going to go in with some bronzer. And this will just kind of, if I have my foundation on too light, it's just going to help match my anything happening with my neck here. I mean, this is about as good of a match that I've been able to get. Sometimes I put it on too light depending on how much light stuff I put in the middle. So you just kind of suck in your cheek there to find your line to contour here with the bronzer. And I really need to invest in some better brushes. So you can kind of get that idea there. But so that's kind of where your bronzer is supposed to go. Just underneath that cheekbone. If you can find your cheekbone. Then I like to just do a little bit up and through here. And up and through the sides. Okay. Oh, and I'm so washed out. Sorry. Okay, so there you have it. All right, so that's the base of my face there. And then I'm just going to go in for my eyelids. And I just kind of slap this. This is our concealer. And this concealer is waterproof, which I thought was really awesome. But I'm going to use it as my base for my primer for my eyelids today. I know I'm getting most scary looking here. And then any excess I put under here. All right, and I just kind of blend. Blend, 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 blend. But this is an awesome concealer. So the manufacturer is Krylon. You can look them up. But they have been one of the #1 concealer makers in the professional cosmetic industry for years and years and years. And then any extra, I'll just kind of dab under there as well, just to kind of give myself a little bit of a highlight and take care of any heavier blush that I've got put on. Okay. Okay, you have to be quiet because I'm on Facebook Live.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you. Okay, so I'm going to take my little eyeshadow palette here. I just have 6 of their colors. And but when I started using some of these products, I really wasn't concerned about the eyeshadow. I knew that the eyeshadow was going to be amazing just from some of the videos that I had seen. And so, so far it has not disappointed. Pigmentation is excellent and it blends really well. So, and I always like to kind of lighten up my lid before I really put any color on it. So, and this is a matte color. This is the lightest kind of cream color that they have in the eyeshadow palette, and a lot of them are just neutral colors. They are coming out with more colors soon. And so this is our own formulation for the eyeshadow. They were using the manufacturer Il Makiage, but they wanted to go with a formula that did not have any parabens in it. And so, yeah, so there's my base, okay? And then, so I've been watching some tutorials and got some cool tricks on blending. So we'll see how I do here with this. And I wish that I had a clean extra brush. But the key is to have a clean brush when you're blending. I'm just going to kind of get a paper towel here real quick. All right, so if you remember anything, because I am a sloppy makeup putter-oner, I really am, because I'm in a hurry and, you know, just don't have time to fiddle fart around, although I do love playing in makeup. But, so I'm going to take this is kind of like a, gosh darn it, wish you could see the colors better, but this is like a, they all look the same. There we go. It's like a yellow. I'm going to take the yellow in the middle there, but there is kind of a better picture of all the colors. There we go. So you can see. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take that in the middle, but you can see so much comes out, right? So, and then I'm just going to go almost like everywhere on my top lid here, because this is a light enough color that I can't really mess up, right? So I'm just blending, and it goes on so smooth. That you don't have to put a lot of effort into it, or even use a lot of color. All right, so if that's all that I wanted to do, and if I was being lazy, I would just maybe do some eyeliner and then just go out the door. But I'm going to show you a couple other colors that I do use. All right, so then I'm going to go into one of the browns, just kind of one of the lighter brown colors here. And that's going to go, you're going to find your little V on your eye. I probably should have tapped that. See how much color, guys? Oh my gosh, it's a lot of color. All right, so I'll just tap that on here because we're going to have to really blend that out. Isn't that nice? And that's the lightest shade of brown, okay? All right, but again, I knew that that wasn't going to be a huge issue because I knew the pigmentation was just going to be marvelous. So I got to make that even. This is where the tricky part comes in. Then I get bored and I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do with this? What do I do with this mess? And then I start getting sloppy. All right. So now you know how pathetic I am, guys. Okay. All right, so at least if I've kind of got it in a placement area, I'm just going to really clean off my brush here. So then hopefully it doesn't have anything on it. It's just clean, clean, clean. I'm just swirling it around this paper towel. And then I'm just going to blend. I'm blending out the edges and bringing it into the light color. Blending, blending, blending. And this is how you get that really cool, fancy eyeshadow look. It's just blending. And you can do that when you've got a high pigmentation eyeshadow. And when you've got that transition color underneath, you're just kind of blending everything together. It's like that. Much better, right? All I did was blend. Okay. So we'll do the other eye here too. So their eyeshadow line, again, is just kind of a neutral palette right now. They do have some special palettes. They're called the Lottie palette. And if you look up Lottie, you'll kind of see some information on her. But she is a well-known makeup artist in the professional industry. And Limelight teamed up with her and had her create some color palettes that she wanted to create for Limelight. So they're limited edition, but some of those have some really unique and interesting colors and more shimmer. We're going to get some more shimmer colors, but this is totally fine for me. I usually always revert to my browns anyways. So, all right, is it coming together? Okay, there you can see. I'm going to try that tape thing. You can put the tape on there so we really don't mess up on the sides. But I haven't done that yet. Taylor does that a lot when she's doing her eye makeup. Okay, so I would be totally satisfied with this for an everyday look, really. But one other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little bit of brown, the dark brown, just a tiny little bit. And I'm just going to put it in the corner to kind of just give it some depth. And it makes it just a little more interesting. And I'm just kind of patting and just moving ever so lightly. Okay. Just in that corner, and you can just see it just kind of gives it some definition. Like that. So anybody can do that. I mean, you just have to kind of find that corner piece on your eye. And it's not perfect, but good enough for me. So you can see it just kind of creates a more interesting definition there. Kind of maybe blend it a little bit better. Okay, so just a little bit more corner. This is maybe a little heavy here. Hi, Michelle. Feel free to pop in and out, guys. That's totally fine. Okay, so there you have it. I feel that just looks really cool. And this will stay on all day really nicely. I'm just trying to blend some of that out a little bit more. But there I got that pop of brightness because I really need that with my hooded eyes. Okay. All right. So I feel pretty good about that. Not bad. I'm getting better. I am totally getting better at this. Okay, and then we're going to take our awesome eyeliner. If Debbie can do this eyeliner, anybody can do this eyeliner. So I've got a mirror that I'm looking in over here. So I'm just going to take it. And find my ends. Super easy to maneuver and manipulate. The pigmentation is so dark. It looks good. And then I like to go in on that water line. And this is the first like liquid-like eyeliner that I've been able to do that on. But that just gets rid of that, you know, seeing your eyeball lid there. So not a lot, you know, I don't really need a lot for every day, but just to kind of define the lid is all I'm looking for really. And you can just tap it if you're not really good at making the line. And I'm looking down like this because then it kind of helps in making that little, just a little eensy beensy wing is all I need, which I'm getting better at as well. Not perfect, but it'll work. All right. And then I'm going to go in so you can see kind of the difference with the water line there. Just going to go up on the water line. Just going to get that. Ta-da! Okay. Looks decent. This side maybe needs just a little bit more. Not bad, huh? Okay. I like it. All right, and then I usually have to do some kind of shadow under my eye, otherwise I just look weird. So, and sometimes I'll just do a light color, sometimes it'll be darker, and I like to go with maybe just that light brown there. Brown color. And this is a neat little brush. I don't have any of the Limelight's brushes. This one was a unique one I've had. But the key to eyeshadow is definitely the brushes, guys. You gotta invest a little bit of money in a decent brush. And although I don't have any of Limelight's, I know they're gonna be amazing. So maybe I'll treat myself sometime. You know, I'll do a video on that when I get my brushes. Woo! All right, and if you do a light enough color, and if you just don't go crazy, you know, you just kind of want to not smoke it out, but just kind of, just, and I'm dabbing it before I'm putting it on, but just it just gives you a little bit of color. Okay, so there we have it, okay? All right, and then the next thing that I usually do would just go in and do my brows. And today I'm feeling kind of lazy, so I'm just gonna go and I'm just gonna take whatever color was on my brush already, and I'm just gonna fill it in with a little bit of color. And the more you do this, the better practice you're gonna be, but that's all that I need. I don't need to be drawing out my eyebrows and looking all cray-cray. All right, so that just kind of gives a little tiny bit of color. So anybody could do this if you just, I just really feel like filling it in with some shadow color is the best option for me. If you don't really know what to do with your brows. Okay. And then that's done. Hi, Jilzy. Feel free to pop in and out. It's gonna be kind of longer. I'm almost done though, so. Okay, and then the other cool trick that I like to do, and I don't do this every day, so I'm kind of lying with everyday makeup, I guess, right? But this is just take a little bit of your concealer and cut out your brow. Gives you a little bit more definition. Makes it look neat and clean and pretty. And polished and finished. All those good things. Makes you look like you care about doing your makeup when you really don't care. Is that a good one? Okay, so starting to come together here. All right, and then we're just going to take our mascara, Perfect Mascara. And I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this mascara. I really did have to kind of get some a learning curve. But so I kind of have to work with it a little bit. It was Alcone's best-selling mascara, and then they added fibers into it. And so I loved the idea of having the fibers. And it's a nice dark black color, which I have to have, otherwise I look like I'm bald. And I just go in lightly on my very first coat. I always wear more than one coat. And my eyelashes are weak, very weak. Even if I curl them, they don't even look great anymore. But this is decent. Once you kind of just figure it out, how it works, and how it works for you. And I've had this wand for about a month. And it's still going strong. Because I've used some fiber mascaras and they tend to dry out a little sooner. The first one that I had, when I kind of felt like it was getting dry, I put water on it and then it just kind of ruined it. So don't do that. So I have found that you can just take what's on your brush and go to the other eye because there's so much on there. And you can really maximize it that way. But I knew I had to be doing something wrong when I was first using it, because every time I watched a video, everybody else's eyelashes looked so great. And I was like, okay, this mascara has a lot of potential, so what do I need to do with it to make it work for me? And out of all the mascaras that I've tried, because mascara is just so hard, right? Why is it so hard? Everybody likes a different wand. Everybody likes a different formula. Different things work for different people. And so I've been able to make it work. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with another coat. They are changing the packaging a little bit, and along with that, they're changing the wand a little bit. It's supposed to be similar to this wand, but the brushes, the bristles, will be a little bit different. And I think that that will help it in making the lashes just more defined. So I'm excited to see what that turns out like. Should be pretty cool. And so then I'm just kind of concentrating on lengthening with this second coat here. And then maybe just pulling out the lashes a little bit. I think that looks decent. Pretty decent. And then, because some mascaras are, they can make me look like a drag queen, which isn't good. Oop, look at that. That was awesome. I'll fix it, guys. I don't want to stop what I'm doing. Oh, I'm such a mess. Oh my God. Okay. So there we go. Done with that. Okay. I'm going to show it before and after too, so you can kind of see a little bit better. Some lighting in here isn't great. But I really, you know, if you don't do the makeup too heavy, I mean, because you can. I think the reason why so many people in the professional makeup artist world love this foundation is that it's buildable. So you can really kind of create the foundation that you want, whether it's a sheer light coverage. You can apply it with your lotion to put it on that way. Or you can build it to do like wedding makeup. You know, you can really make it even heavier. So, and so RCMA is a family-owned business. They manufacture hand pour their foundation pans in California. And of course, this wouldn't be like a foundation that you're able to buy at Sephora, just because they're kind of exclusive to the professional makeup artist world. And Alcone had that connection and sold their foundation palettes out of their store. So they partnered up with RCMA, and they, you know, told RCMA this is going to be big, this is going to be huge, Limelight is going to be huge. And they were like, yeah. And so Limelight by Alcone launched in 2015, and I think, you know, that first year, at the end of that first year, they had maybe 300 consultants, and then fast forward a year and a half later, they had around 3,000, and as of last January, they are now at 7. So the foundations are back ordered off and on, and, you know, Limelight had conversations with them. They were like, you know, do you think, is this what you want to do with us? You know, or can you take this? Can you handle this? And they were thinking about investing in machines to help pour their foundations so they can keep up with the demand. And they invested in one machine, and so now they've decided to invest in 6 machines, and 3 of them will be dedicated to Limelight by Alcone, and then 3 of them will be dedicated to their normal business channel. So exciting stuff, because I know it has been a little, you know, when you have hyper growth with the company, you just have growing pains, and so you just have to work through that sometimes. All right, so next thing is our awesome lip liners. These are super creamy, and you can use it just by itself. This is like just a natural nude color, and I like this with a lip gloss over top. It looks really cool, so you can do that. And, you know, the lip liner will change the look of your lipstick, whatever color lipstick that you put on. I'm going to put on Wedding Cake. This is our shimmer Wedding Cake here. And if I didn't have the liner on, this would look a lot darker. But the liner really just softens it for me. Makes it look a little more neutral color, because it's pretty dark. Okay. So I like that. And that is my everyday look. And sometimes I feel like just putting on a little lip gloss right on top. Our lip glosses are great. They come in tons and tons of different colors. They're so cute with the little sparkles. They're so pretty with the packaging. You know, that mirror is really popular right now. Night-night. And some of them are a little more, the color shows a little bit more than others. So this one is more sheer, but all of the others have a really nice light color that you could just wear as your everyday makeup. Okay, so I think that's it. I don't think I missed anything. My everyday makeup, but I love it, you guys. I'm really, really loving it. I think it helps my face look fresh and alive and finished. So give me a shout out if you want to know some more. I'm trying to think of a date where we can just get together and plan some makeup, or maybe we'll just do a learn and share with some margaritas or something. But So stay tuned for more of that and give me a shout out with any questions. This stuff is awesome. And oh gosh, I almost forgot my finishing spray. I love this finishing spray. This is thebomb.com. I was hoping that it would really help in keeping my makeup stay on all day, because I will say without the finishing spray, it would still look good, but I mean it didn't look like, you know, freshly done throughout the day. But if I put this on, it really, like, the blush stays on, my eyeshadow stays on. Of course, my lipstick doesn't really stay on, but so this is a must-have with this foundation. It partners up really, really nicely with this foundation. Made by Scandinavia. You can look them up. They, again, are a well-known manufacturer in the professional makeup cosmetic world. Okay? All right, so I hope you like it. I hope you learned some tips and some tricks today that you can try on your own. And give me a shout out if you got any questions. Have a great day, guys. Bye.